See what happened so far. Had some early news. Man, starts right here. 41. 30-point range, at least for a 2-minute candle. CPI today. So you had core, month, regular month, year. Somehow this dropped a sell signal. 22. Not even that much volume, really. I don't know. Pre-market, nothing I'm trying to do. Right. 30 seconds to open. Right now, we'd already got a background color change, already a sell signal. The only way to get another one is if it resets up, closes green with the code, and then pulls back down, or we completely change to an uptrend. So here's the open. Already dumping heavy volume on this one too. Giving it all back. Which this right here kind of told you it was going to do it. I'm just all pumped up by news. That crap kind of just throws our trading plan off. Morning, Ben. Welcome. Yeah, the strategy is not too complicated. Has the code that's in it that gives you, your, helps you with your decision making. There are multiple ways to trade it. Um, but if you just stay super basic, signals, chop filter, reasonable profit targets, and you do have to have, a wider stop than most are comfortable with. Um, but it seems to be working out the past, it's like 7 months, 33 weeks of just tracking this. So the reason why I just stay with ES for the first 30 minutes is after that, the win rate definitely drops. Um, and even just like your average loss is pretty high. So, it's been doing really well the past couple months. But during like the election and the holidays, and even just a couple months ago with the volatility spike, it's just kind of like break even, it seems like. Um, but after this 30 minutes, one could switch to I like RTY. I don't have time to trade that one, but that one, let's see, what do I have so far for that one? Now in 14 ticks profit target, which I got from like the Apex indicator package that I was using. I'm not really using it anymore. It's not free. It's a monthly subscription. Let's see. So yeah, the past like 29 weeks for RTY, just trading the 1 hour a day, what, on one contract. So you're only going for $70. So that's what, $3,660, 140 wins, 27 losses, 84% win rate. The total losses ended up being 991 ticks. So you just divide that by 27, get your average loss. With that tracking, like I'm not doing technically a hard stop. So there could be some pretty large losses in that. It's just straight basic. There's no fail safe stop. It's just closes against the profit wave um, on that one. So you can even have some like 80 tick losses on that. Um, let's see. And so that's not even counting the first 2 days this week so far. It's had during that session another 3 wins. So, and then pretty much when I equate to NQ position sizing, you're kind of multiplying that by 3. So, I mean, you're over like 10 grand past 29 weeks potentially. So for let's see, but on that one, it's a wider market. So you see with ES, it's usually like 1 tick wide. So that's why I just set my offset to 2 ticks, the worst price I'm willing to take. RTY is, it's not as good. So we probably set that limit order to -4 on it. Let's see. And then same strategy. All it is, that tracking is just signals, chop filter on. I haven't tracked the triple GR on that one. Except most of my data is just like straight signals with chop filter. So even ES, I don't have a long triple GR data on it. I wasn't really tracking it. I was trying a little bit, but kind of the original plan with that was going for larger targets. So it was like whatever that candle, that HA candle, the full like volume, kind of body price point was. So for ES, I mean, let's just look on this one. Go way up here, so 56, and then in your entry, so let's say 12 points. So then you're going for 12 points because your stop's way up here. You want a 1-to-1. That's a lot to ask. So, so that's why on this one, I'm just keeping still like 8 ticks. So just scalp, just get in, get out. But yeah, if you want to continue on with RTY after this, you just go for 14 ticks, chop filter on. The recommendation is to stay out of news. So today there isn't, but let's see. Well, it didn't necessarily happen yesterday. Okay, so there wasn't. Okay, so Monday. This 9 a.m. news dropped. Yellow folder, low impact. So, but that one is like on that candle, in a sense, it was dropping a sell signal. Like I wouldn't recommend taking that one. You'd have to wait another 2 minutes if the signal dropped. So if it dropped at 9, you're just skipping that trade. And so it's not even a whole lot that you'd potentially be skipping. That's going to happen maybe a few times, maybe probably not even once a month. So it's just best to stay out of it because especially all the other markets just move super fast compared to ES. I mean, even ES, I've got cotton news taking a trade a couple minutes before, and then it just whips back 40 ticks, knocks me out, comes back and takes like a much smaller loss technically. So that's my recommendation on RTY. It just seems better than NQ. NQ just seems to whip around more. So But if you're gonna try to do more than just signals, triple GR, just stick with the 14 ticks and just track it, create your own data set. So I've been trading this a variety of ways in different time slots, but I was also trading some Apex stuff. Um, it's like there's so many strategies and indicators out there. So, I mean, you kind of get gung ho about something. So part of this, when I found this one, you know, kind of a main intention was to, okay, let's just track results. Let's just track it. People even receiving payouts. Is anybody successfully using this? And unfortunately now people can't be added to the Discord, so you don't really get to collaborate with anyone. So it kind of, I think it makes it harder now for newer users and stuff. So hopefully enough of them, maybe tune into this and stuff. That way they get to ask their questions um, and stuff. So there were plenty of people that, post their payouts, daily profits, passing, evaluations on it. Not everybody's doing the same thing with it in a sense. Um, but the moderator who stepped down, he's been doing it for a couple years. I believe originally this started for like options. And so he still does that in his cash account and then has some Apex VA accounts and like 25,000, like a handful of those. So he just trades micros, he trades NQ, 2 different sessions throughout the day. I think his rule set is only 2 minutes chart, goes for the 40 ticks, 3x, so 120 tick, like maximum loss on that one. So, and he's been able to withdraw money out of that. So, but he's been doing it for a while. So in the short term, it can get frustrating. You're at a break even for a month or two, or maybe even negative, depending on the volatility in the markets stuff. So with all the 4 markets I've been tracking for, 6+ months now. So I have more confidence, in the system. And then even the videos I posted a few months ago about like if you're doing daily candles, how you potentially be doing it. We'll see if this thing really drops. So that did show profitability and stuff in some of them. So, so I've not received any payouts. I haven't been committed to just one system, one strategy, one market. So that's what this is for, is what time of day I can trade and what market works best for that. So, and then just come up with a trading plan, like position sizing, any of this stuff. 6. I don't know how that dropped a potential sell. Alert showed up. It's not showing up on the chart anywhere, and it didn't even really have a reset. And then too, some people use like a cross hook for automating the trading to TradingView, and kind of can reroute it to Ninja. Um, I don't use that. I like the way I'm doing it, more control. And then even that one, you got to be careful about make sure you have it set up correctly. You want the alerts like, or to take the trade on the bar close, the signal hold. And so this one's from Affordable Indicators. It's actually an add-on in your indicators here. So it is a chart trader, but it's an add-on, has some customizable features. It's like you have to turn this off. It doesn't utilize that. Have it reverse. Come on, come the other way. Yeah, so I think my biggest suggestion, anyone who's using this, especially if you're new, is be patient, maybe track a few markets, dial in profit targets, your maximum loss, load some statistics up. Um, be very careful about, I'm very good at Taurus for just seeing like short-term patterns of thinking I've discovered something. And then it lasts like maybe a few weeks, a month or two, and then boom, like it's gone. So, if you're kind of the same way, you have to be careful. Um, so you build up enough trades. Really, it's like, yeah, if you build up at least 100 trades, total wins, losses on something, then it's something worth looking into if it looks profitable on that one. Um, so that, you got to have, enough confidence to commit to it, stick with it. And even, are you willing to put your own money into it? This right here is my own personal account through NinjaTrader Brokerage. So there was a malfunction yesterday with the copier, so it should be a little bit higher. In a sense, I had $1,000 of my own deposits in here. So really, I'm just still break even. But that's more of a newer account. And also on the faster markets, copying can be more of an issue. All right. So here is the background. We'll see if it stays up. Looks like it needs to be up to like maybe 50. It drops down below 49, maybe it doesn't hold. We got another minute left. Hopefully Justin with this really does able to convert the code to NinjaTrader. I think that'll be super valuable for a lot of people. I believe NinjaTrader is just like the largest futures trading platform for people. So a big market for it. All right, here we go. There's all of them are in. Okay, it took a 1 tick offset on that one. So it looks like it needs to stay above 60.47 in order for us to stay in this trade. My data set for these triple GRs, I'm doing it is only like a month. Still doing it, but it's really the signals just have, I mean, it has the most. But some of these you just see and you're like, you know, an early entry or whatever, and just, you know, looks like it would have been a good trade. I was almost there. That couple ticks off.
Hadouken!
All right, so that is it. We did take a loss just because it right here closed below the profit wave. Now it's coming back around, but who knows? Um, so yeah, this is a good example too of, again, what is that? So 44, I mean, going for like 7, 8 points and keeping your stop down here. You'd be holding on to that trade for like 30 minutes, an hour. I wouldn't want to do that. And so we took a small loss, less than 2 times, what our profit target is. So that's it for today.